Hello student, today we will learn about Python setter and getter method. So for this what I'll do, I'll create a file and I'll give this file name as setter and getter dot py. Now first of all I need to know what are setter and getter method in Python. So setter and getter method, I'll write here setter and getter methods are used to set and get attribute value in Python. Setter and getter methods are used to set and get class attribute. So these are class attribute, or you can say instance variable attribute, or instance variables, or instance variables value in Python. So what setter method does? Setter sets the value and getter gets the value of attribute. Setter sets the value and getter gets the value of attribute. So now if you want to actually, as you know, in class we will be having too many objects, too many instance variables. Now for each instance variable, if you prefix with the set or get, so to define a setter method, we need to prefix that attribute with set and to define getter, with get. So now once we have done this, how we will do it, just see it. So here you can just start from a setter and getter methods are used to set and get attribute or instance variables value in Python. Setter sets the value and getter gets the value of an attribute. So to define a setter method, we need to prefix that attribute with set, and for getter we need to with get method, with get word, with get. So now how we will implement this? Assume, here is my question, let us suppose if I want to, now let us take an example. Let us assume we want to set batch for a student. Then how will we implement this? So what we will write here, we will create a class, say class student, and then we will define its constructor def we will define its constructor, and that will be def init and then here I'll write self, and after that I will write here one attribute, say attribute name is batch. So I'll write here, as it is an instance variable, so what I'll write, self dot your batch, and in the beginning I will initialize with nothing, so there will be no value in the beginning. But after that I want to define it's a setter and getter method. So first of all, let us define setter method. Def set, as I said, set is required before that, then you can put set batch, and then after batch you can put self. Then you can set value of the setter of this batch, so you will write self dot batch, and what value you want to give here, you can give it directly, or either you can pass a parameter. So I'll write here, say batch is a variable now, and self dot batch is an instance variable, and batch is a normal variable. And now I want to get the value of this set batch, so what I'll write, def get batch, and then I'll write self, and then after that I will return this value as and when it is required to return. So I'll write here return self dot batch. This way it is done. Now go to your main. In the main you can create an object of this class. So I will create an object of this class like ob equal to student. Rather I'll give name, because see I am doing it for student, so I'll write student name as Mark. So I have written Mark, then this is my class, and again I'll put it as one object of it, and after this one more I can take, say Keynes, and I'll put it as again student. So I have created 3 students object here, and I want to set their batch. So what I'll do, I will call my program, so method, and that method is set batch. So set batch method, here what parameter I am supposed to pass, one parameter. So here I will set evening batch for him, and for Smith I will be setting set batch, and this is morning batch for him, then I will be setting Keynes as set batch, say again set him for evening batch. So these 3 students have been set their batches. For 3 students we have set the batches, and now if I want to return, this is calling of set batch. So here set batch method is being called, and now after this I would be calling to the another one, and that method I'll be using get for this get batch, whatever batch I have set in the set batch. So I'll be calling it with a get method now. So I'll write mark get batch. Here I am not required to pass any parameter, and I'll just print it what batch have been set for him. So I'll write here batch settings for students. So here I will mark it, and then here I'll write mark and get batch for him. Then for another student I have got that is Smith. For Smith I'll again call get batch method, what batch he has been issued. Then after that I will call another one, that is Keynes, and for Keynes I'll write get batch again. So I have got the batch method for them. So when I'll run this program, and with this program is over. So aim of this program was to how to use setter and getter method. Or for using setter and getter method, in this one I have created one class, then I have created 2 methods, get batch and set batch, and then I created their object for object here students. So for student class I created object with the student name, and then finally I am setting their batches, and then what batches have been issued to them, just I am printing that here. So this is a small program for this, and just I'll run it, see the output for this. So just run it, and what you are going to get here, it is batch.get batch. So I need to print it, please. So I'll write here print marks batch, then I'll print for this is Mark, this is Smith, and this is Kane. This is Kane. So like this I'll run this and see what I am going to get from it, and you will get the answer for this. Now batch setting for students are as below: evening, morning, evening. So you can set all the batches for you can set all the students to batches, and as per your parameter passed to the set method. So like this you can use this program. And similarly, if I say make a program, here we can make another example. If this is for you, please, if you want to try example, write a Python program, write a program for setting subjects like you can set English, math, science, all. Write a program for setting subjects of a student in the class. So what you can do in this case, hint will be, you will create a subject class, and then create object of it, and then create object of it, and after that step third will be pass parameters to subject by parameters as subject, like math, to setter method, and then get it by getter. So here what we are supposed to make a prototype for setter and getter method, and finally in the after the object creation we can pass the parameters. So like this you can make your you can implement your setter and getter method. So thank you very much for seeing this, please.